No, I never in doubt. I never would once. It was that kind of stuff as well. And I'll be honest with you, it's like the girls have been so consistent this year that's what they've built into it. Like, and I didn't expect them to be. We're inexperienced and young, so we've got a couple of girls that have played. Yeah, a couple of girls that have played in international games and been involved in some big games, but not Challenge Cup finals, which we did this year, not lead this year when we won that. And then coming here tonight, it was one of those where the culmination of those kind of things. There was a lot on the line. I thought they handled it so well. It's scary how good they are at that. Because I said after them, I said they've totally enjoyed this moment because they've worked, and we are such an attacking side. We've got so much ability in this group. We can open sides up, we can play, and then all of a sudden what they've done, they've proved is that they can just dig in and they work with each other. They really care about each other, which is really difficult to find. I've been doing this for like 30 years, Neil, and it's like when you find that group that really cares about it, you know you got something that's really meaningful. And I think you see that in the group, and it's wonderful to be around. That they just want to fight so hard.
Do you think sort of youth and fearlessness sort of go together?
No, yeah, it does a little bit, but that's what you saw at Wembley. You saw that at Wembley where it was like, let's just go and play, let's just like. And all of a sudden it's changed a little bit since that day. And we walked out there and everybody went, wow. I said, they didn't really see it. They didn't give us the credit we deserved when we played York here. They didn't go all the way we beat Leeds. But what we did at Wembley was like, oh my God, like these girls have changed the game this year. They've come in and they've applied themselves and they've changed the way everybody perceives women's rugby. I know there's been plenty of girls before that, and there's been plenty of things going on before that. And St Helens have played a big part in that. Some of the girls that are in now, led by Jodie, I mean, that they've had such a big impact. But what this group have managed to do is shift that focus onto something that's a bit more the way the game is played and how they apply themselves. And they came after us, and they've come after us a couple of times with their experience and with the desire to stop us playing. But it's not affected us. We've come out, we've won those games, and that's real strong. As a coach, I would say rocking our shit, but I say it's like gold dust. That'd be nicer to say, isn't it? It's like gold dust. It's just, I love them to bits. I'm so proud of them.
Yeah, I was going to ask George, because obviously the only one that was out there today that was involved in that last winning side of 2018. I mean, for you to see the journey that the club's gone on since then must be a pretty special moment to go from there to tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Since 2018 Grand Final, we've had our ups and downs. Like after that, 2019 was a pretty difficult year, and obviously 2020 was COVID, so we didn't really have a season. And then ever since then, we've started building up and, looking at our youth. Jenna Banks does a really good job with our youth here, and we've got a P2P pathway in the academy now, and all those girls have come through that. So many girls on that pitch that have come through our academy or our P2P, and it's amazing to see and to know that young girls in the crowd have now that career pathway, and probably when they're coming in to play in the first team in a few years' time or 10 years' time, there's a good opportunity there that can be their job. When we were younger, we couldn't aspire to have that as our job. I've always said, obviously, I want to play rugby at a high level, but I've never ever thought of it as being my job. Now for the younger girls, they've got that, and it comes down to the hard work of the community foundation as well, and all the girls have come through that, and there's so many girls in our team that have come from community clubs around Wigan, so it's really special to see them performing and winning all four for the club that they've supported all their life.
Yeah, it's special.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Denis, you've got history with Brisbane. This club's got history with Brisbane. They've won the NRLW Grand Final. If Chris Rodlinski's listening, you fancy a trip? Or bring them? Yeah. World Club Challenge. It's never happened in the women's game.
Nick's not retiring yet.
There's never been a women's
I'll
World
be
Club
water
Challenge.
girl.
Make more history.
I think there's time for that. I think that would be nice this year, but she's already working on a little bit of something that we could hopefully go back to the Nines. We'd like to go to the Nines and take a team to the Nines this year in Vegas and challenge them. And she's already been, like, she's done some work on that kind of stuff as well. So there's things in place. This club's so innovative. I mean, it comes through Chris, it comes through all the stuff that goes through his head. It's just a wonderful club to be part of. Like I say, I feel really privileged to be part of this club. Not just to be able to coach this club, but just to be part of that. They're the same. And you get that back from matches as well. You get that they feel privileged that we're part of them. I don't think that happens very often in the league. So we're really we're really lucky that we've got such a great club and great people around us as well to support us. But yeah, I'll mention it. Yeah, we did that. Yeah. But you going to say do it Brisbane because the first team's going to go on and win now. The men's got to go on and win now. Brisbane have won both, so we need to win both. And I think that's on Matty's radar. Don't worry about that.
John, you played it as mentioned in that 2018 grand final. Rachel Thompson scored a hat trick in that game. How important has she been around the club this year?
Yeah, she's amazing. She lives and breathes this club. Absolutely adores it and the people around it. And she wouldn't want to be anywhere else. She wouldn't want to work for a different company or anything else. She absolutely loves it. She does so much work behind the scenes. I sit next to her, in the office, and she's always tapping away at a laptop. She sneaks off here and there to go and get out chocolate. But no, she works so hard, and that's what we sit next to each other and we try and work together to make this a better game. And so our girls are looked after. I believe that our girls are the best. Well, they're looked after the best in the Super League out of any other club. Yeah. We really are, and if you ask any of the Aussies that have come over, they really appreciate everything that the club have done for them. It's a little things like Rachel sits behind a desk and she organises little things like meals after training, or Amy's there with physio and she's organising massages Saturday morning after training before a grand final. It's all those little things the club do to look after us, and they make us feel really valued. And Rachel does a lot behind the scene to look after us. Yeah, she's a good job.
Does.
What's your future plans, Vicky? Do you want his job in the future, or?
I
No,
Dennis. Dennis is doing good. I just want to enjoy these lot, watching them. I want to rest, but I'm not disappearing. When I've got a 10-year-old daughter, when I've got a 10-year-old daughter who lives and breathes it and loves these girls. She literally cried today because we were in a team meeting and she couldn't come in before the game. She was
Dennis, you mean?
So I've got
every single time.
Yeah, no, but
she takes better notes. Than
she does. She like blogs and vlogs or whatever. But
she's got a great
no, I'm this club and these people. It's not just the girls. It's Dennis and the backroom staff. Like, they're a big part of me. I genuinely love them all to bits. And to
this is nice. We're obviously looking at number 3 and number 29. I'm looking at numbers on their shirts that show how long these girls have been here and what it means to them. It's wonderful to be a part of.
Yeah, I'll never walk away from these lot. I'll be the biggest fan in some way or another.
Dennis, can I ask you that? I know it's embarrassing, but she sat next to you. It is a remarkable. I'm just writing it actually. To have made a debut in 2007 for England. Take however long it was away from the game and come back at this level. Can you just give us your thoughts? Because you've been through a lot in rugby league, but you never come back from having a baby.
Joking, I'm a fan.
True, sorry.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? It's sitting there watching them up when it's exhausting. Like I said, I'm in awe of all of them as well. Like I said, it's something that you can never really comprehend as a man. It's like one of those kind of stuff, and that's what the girls are just. It's just so different, and it's just so joyous. They love this more than you could ever imagine. Like I say, it's really easy to think that they enjoy it, they're good, but they live and breathe this club, and they live and breathe the game. And like I say, I'm in awe of what Vic's done and where she's been and how hard she works. I'm not just in awe of that. It's like, well, sometimes she comes in and it's like, listen to what she's done in a day. I'm like, it's not even a year or a career, it's a day. I'm thinking, oh wow, that's pretty impressive. She meal preps, she do it. Like I say, it's not just stuff like that. As a man, you sit there as well, and you can, like I say, you just have to get on with stuff. As a woman, there's things to look after and people to care for along the way. And I think it's quite inspirational to be around them. And that's all the young girls as well, because life's pretty tough or hard enough as it is. When you're a man. But like when you see on the other side of it, like I say, they've got obstacles in the way, and they just keep breaking down barriers, and they keep pushing themselves forward. And it's, I love it to bits. I do. I love working with them and being part of this group, and the way that they respond. It's just been great.
How long do you think you'll need those glasses for after the celebration?
She's going into work tomorrow with them on.
I'm going to go in tomorrow with them. Yeah, I'll be like, I am a PE teacher. I am going. I'm going into work tomorrow. So
she's got the trophy with you.
She's got netball. She's got netball tomorrow after.
I am. Yeah. So the girls will be playing lots of nice team games tomorrow with very little input
from me.
Do
you still do those like video stuff? I guess you girls watch those videos on.
To be honest, I'll probably teach my best lesson tomorrow. So. No, do you know what? The work have been amazing. I walked into staff briefing on Friday morning, got a standing ovation. They literally planned to stall me. They were like, Vic, come here. I'm like, I need to go to briefing, I'm going to be late. They go, no, come here, I really need you. And then I walked in, they're all stood up, and my head teacher is just like, when I need to leave early for a Friday 5:30 kick-off, and, when I represented England in the World Cup, I got paid leave for the whole time, and it's just little things like that just make it a little bit easier, So yeah, big thank you to my school. Couldn't have done it. Just taking a little bit of pressure off is just huge. But yeah, promise I will be in work tomorrow and probably wearing these.
Tell Rads I'm not until Wednesday.
unless I'm really, really poorly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I better not say that. I'm never off ill, ever. I drag myself in all the time.
Well, maybe this week you can be.
Maybe I'll be ill.
You're due it,
Or
yes.
a flat tire.
Yeah.